Yes, I know I look like something out of Kevin and Perry. Go large. Anyway, look, Skeggsy on the farm in Thailand. Jonathan brought up a comment in one of my videos the other day saying, "Will I ever get my finances back?" Well, simple answer to that is no. I've put quite a lot of money over the last 4 years into Thailand. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, have said, "You're stupid, Skeggsy, you're stupid." Once you've put everything in place, the family or your girlfriend or your wife will suddenly decide that they don't want you anymore, and your money will be gone, and your future will look less rosy. Yeah, okay, there is that to take into consideration. But we've been together for 6 years. She wasn't a bar girl, though we met in Chaham and there were bars and she was working, but she wasn't actually working as what I would call a proper bar girl or as a bar lady. So that sort of fear of her running away back to the bar life again hasn't come to my mind. She had the farm already. The family owned just about every bit of land around us. It was originally owned by Grandma. When Grandma passed away, she basically had 12 children, and it was split amongst the family, her land. The actual family have owned this land since, I think, going back a long way. They originally came from Cambodia to Thailand, and they've owned it for over 150 years. Each member of the family has been given a slice. So Diep, my wife, she's my girlfriend, but in Thailand she's my wife, though we got nothing to say that. She's got a slice of it, and then uncle next door has got a slice of it, and then uncle with the new house has got a slice of it, then uncle with the cancer, he's got the next slice, and it literally is cut up in sections, which is what Grandma did. Last year, just before I came, one of the family members had a slice of land, and we bought that as well, so we could spread out in the future. It's currently got rice on it. It's, I think, 7 rye. I keep saying acres. I think it's about 7 rye, but it's very narrow, and it goes probably about the length. I keep saying football pitches. It's probably the length of about 4, maybe 5 football pitches, but it's only probably about 100 meters wide, I suppose. But you can't tell. There's like barriers, I think I've showed you before, which there's, well, this is our land, this is next door. There's no fences or anything. They just build a mound, and that's the boundary of each piece of land. But as I said, Grandma owned absolutely every part of this where we all are now, and we all got a slice. When Diep came back to the farm after we first met, there was nothing here. There's the shed where I'm sitting in now, but it wasn't like it is now. It was just an open-ended shed. Over the time, some of the family, in fact a lot of the family, the family are all sort of got names. It's uncle with the still, and there's uncle with the recycling plant. They actually helped her as well as me, so they've put some money into the farm. They've helped this project. 4 years ago, Diep and I came and actually had a look at the land to see what it looked like, and this is it, basic. This was the first video I took of what now is our chicken farm, as it was. Now it's a cow farm. You can see that that's the main road. It looks completely different That's next door's land. Nothing has been grown on it for over a year, and we were told that someone had actually stolen some of our topsoil, which is why our land currently is lower than everybody else's. On that first trip we lived in a tent, which is very basic. There was a sink and there were a couple of gas rings. On the original plan that we saw, the duck pond was already there. They call them lakes, and they use these lakes to feed water onto the land during the dry season. So rice wasn't going to be the way to go. If you have a rice crop, you only get one crop a year. If it's a good crop, you pay back what you've borrowed to the farmer's bank. If it's a bad crop, you basically are in debt to the farmer's bank. We'd already discussed on the phone and over the phone that we were going to do chickens, and Dieppe and her brother had already started building chicken sheds, and to be honest with you, they fell down quite quick. When the rainy season came, it wasn't like it should be. So we drew up plans, and we got some local guys in to build us a chicken shed, and this is basically the start of it. It cost in total probably about £3,500 English pounds to build. Short. It's short. Have to take it down and start again. You made it short. Who lived in the village, we got him. He seemed to have a bit of experience of building. He could speak a little bit of English, and we could have a laugh with him. I kept telling him I've run out of money, and he kept stopping and sending the guys home, which was a bit of a funny joke. But he was a good laugh, and they carried on over the time. Chickens now. Why chickens? Nobody else around us was doing chickens. The idea would be that we would keep them for 3 months and take them down to Cambodia border, sell them for meat, roughly at about 3 to 4 months old. The local authorities who came to see what we were doing came to check on us on a regular basis, because we'd taken the land away from rice, and they were concerned that we were just not being serious. So they would come on a regular basis just to check that we were doing what we said we were doing. Chickens turned out basically it all went wrong. Dieppe and her brother couldn't wait, and they got 175 chickens in, which you can probably see wandering around the yard as open. A lot of the chickens that they got were sort of second hand, and when they came with a disease, and it wasn't long before some of the feathers started falling out, and nobody wanted to buy chickens with no feathers in and look bald. The idea originally was that we would get 30 to 40, that's his fighting cock. They do cockfighting here anyway. The idea was that we were going to do about 30 to 40 chickens in each of these bays. I think there was 8 bays in total, and but of course COVID came, and a lot of our chickens died. COVID came, and a lot of people wouldn't come to the farm. Thailand basically shut down completely, and some of the locals actually did climb over the fence and steal them for food. Anyway, so that was how it started 4 years ago. This is what it looks like today. It's completely changed. On the right hand side where the original chicken sheds were that they built is now our garden, and the chicken shed still there. Hardly any chickens in it, but that's what it looks like now. So I hope you agree that yes, my future is going to be different. I have spent quite a lot of money, but being 71 this year in November, I don't think DJing would have kept me going. I don't class this as a gamble. I have good faith in my family, in Chai and Diep, and the rest of her family, who I get on really well with. Yes, there are obviously times when I think, it could all go tits up at some point, but obviously coming up to 71, I've got to worry about my health as well. But at the moment, I'm losing weight. I feel happier than I felt in a long time. I miss DJing. I miss you lot. I miss me Friday nights, and I miss me Saturday nights, a bit of boogieing. But how long could I have done that for? I don't know. This is a new start for me at 70, coming up to 71. So I hope you agree that yes, with all the doubters at the beginning and the people saying I'm going to get ripped off, well, time will tell. I don't think I will. I think I will have a happy ending, as they say in Thailand. So thanks very much for watching this video. It's a little bit long, this one, but I think one or two things had to be said and shown. So this is Skeggsy on the farm in Thailand. Thanks again. Ta-ra.